guys, and welcome to the Purple Mic. I'm your host, Erica Nicole Mason, and I'm joined tonight by my cast and crew, Mr. and Dr. Benjamin Moore. How are you, Ben?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Awesome. And Tony, Whisper Phone. How are
Trouble
you?
number one. I'm doing well.
Who?
Trouble number one.
Oh, always.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to save the best for last, the Princess of Purple Mic, Miss Shalon. Hi, Miss.
Hi. Hi.
Getting the name right every time.
It's a tongue twister, I know.
I know. Tonight, guys, we are discussing the signs, effects, and aftermath of cheating. And many of you probably know much about the topic of cheating. But tonight, we're going to dish, ask questions, hard to ask questions, and get the feedback of our amazing cast. You guys ready to dig?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I am
It's going to
too.
be a good one.
Well, it would not be a show unless I do what I do all the time, and that is insisting and requesting and demanding you guys please subscribe, like, share, comment. We enjoy having you guys every single week. We're live every Monday night at 8:30 p.m. and Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. If you haven't already, you can head on over to our Facebook at the Purple Mic and also our Twitter, _purple_mic. So without further ado, we're going to jump on in. Tony, how's that tea?
It's delicious. It's not cheating on me.
It's I guess. I was gonna say it's all piping hot and stuff, but
okay. I jumped in for you.
with the tea.
With the tea.
There are 7 signs of cheating in affairs. And before we start asking our questions to our cast, I'm going to go over some of those. We have what's called the sexual affair, which is the classic sign of cheating. We have an emotional affair, which is cheating without physical intimacy. We have the digital affair, which is the perils of technology. The one-night stand affair, the opportunist. The distraction affair, being emotionally unavailable. And last but not least, the double life affair, longing for something outside of the marriage. So
let's talk about the women and their emotional affairs.
Why you gotta go there first?
Because I knew you're setting up to get up on the menu. You're setting it up. I could smell it.
That's not
Fine. We'll tackle that and get that out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
What does a cheating person do? Or excuse me, what does cheating do to a person? Excuse me. What does cheating do to a person? Benjamin, I'll start off with you tonight.
You talking You talking cheater or
the cheatee? Right. I had the same question.
The person who's been cheated on. What does cheating do to a person? That was a good question.
I took it as that. I took it as the
Yeah, you could ask that both ways. That's true.
Yeah.
Look at how
so
this up.
So I think that if you're the cheatee, what cheating does to you, it definitely puts you in a space of possible insecurity, because that person, may feel as if they are lacking in some areas and that's what caused the person to cheat on them.
Right.
It can cause resentment. It can cause, of course, like Drake's famous trust issues, all that kind of stuff. I think that it can also make a person be very bitter towards relationships. You know what I mean? And so I think those are just some of the classic kind of, general things that can happen. I mean, there are a whole host of things that can happen, but I think those are kind of more general things that can happen to the cheatee.
Absolutely. And so when we flip that, since Tony brought up an interesting point, what does cheating do to the other person who's actually cheating? What do you think like some of the psychological effects are? Jalon?
I think the person who is cheating For me, it's like you have to dig deep as to why you wanted to even start doing that in the first place. Was it something that you're not receiving from your partner? Is it something that you're seeking for just in yourself, the insecurities that you have, that you're projecting onto your partner? Do you have fantasies? Do you have like certain desires? Like, what is it in you that would cause you to cheat on someone that you love and care about? So
Right.
I would look first inward to see what the underlying, cause and just reason as to why you would even step out in the first place.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think that a person, like you said, if a person is cheating, sometimes it isn't the actual person, but like you said, the projections. That's the number one thing that sticks out in my head. Because a lot of times, people, they don't ask or think that they need the therapy to remedy whatever it is that's going on within them. So that's interesting. So, Tony, how does cheating impact a
How, real quick,
Go ahead.
Ben?
yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I wanted to make a quick statement or a comment real quick. I was considering this too. What about if you're the not necessarily the person in the relationship cheating, but you're the other person cheating with? Like so. Let's say, I don't know.
Say that one more time.
So if let's say JoJo and Tony are in a relationship, and me and JoJo are cheating, right? All right. So me as the person that is helping JoJo cheat, you know what I mean? That person, and even JoJo, that person can also have some insecurities because when they get into another relationship, they're like, man,
Right.
I've been cheating with somebody. So I don't trust people. So I think no matter where you are in the circle of cheating, it can cause trust issues.
You can go back. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All are affected.
Right.
How does cheating impact a relationship, Tony?
Like Ben said, trust issues, insecurity. You may not want to venture into that space again, ever again. And that's the same thing for marriage. You may not want to touch marriage again. That's like me. I'm damaged. I don't want no more kids after what happened to me. I'm good. I did all the work. I was there since my daughter was cut from my mom. Changed every diaper. I was at every doctor's appointment. I'm like, I'm good. I don't want no more after doing all that. I'm good.
I hear that. I hear that. Okay.
Totally.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I know for myself, it makes you feel inadequate, and it also makes you feel like, what did I do? I don't know why I'm so focused on projections, but it's funny how you become so locked in and fixated on what you did wrong, and it's
But
just
that
like,
goes the other way too. You could be the person and you believe that you didn't do anything wrong.
right. And that's what I said earlier. Like that person, they don't see it as, them being the problem.
Yeah, they see it as normal behavior for them.
Right.
Right. So, someone who's being cheated on, it's like you start thinking, what did I do wrong? And shout out to Chef Maul. We see you.
Hey.
Shrimp and grits. Shrimp and grits.
You guys can catch Chef Maul in episode 42 coming up. We have some special surprises for season 4. But yeah, let's go into our next question. What happens to our brains when we're cheated on? What happens to our brains psychologically? Jelon?
Um, I think I'm gonna piggyback off of what you said. You start thinking about, well, what did I do wrong? Because you go down the list of who you are, what you do for this person, and the value you have on your relationship, and you're like, okay, I'm trying to be not the perfect partner, but the best
Right.
partner that you can be, and you thought you've done everything right, and you still get walked out on. Like, well, what is it? Is there a breakdown in communication? Is there something that I am missing here? Is it me? Like, you start looking inward again. Like, what is it that caused you to step out with somebody else? Is
Right.
it really takes a toll on you. Um because you would never imagine you maybe not doing that to somebody else,
Mhm.
where you're trying to be faithful and, steadfast in your relationship, and then the news comes to you, whether you find out some roundabout way, or even that if that person is just
Right.
pure and honest with you, or they tell you themselves because they feel guilt, and they relay that message, and just like it's kind of a crushing feeling, like,
Right.
well, where do we go from
So
here? How do
let's go
we
ahead and tell the truth. Go ahead and tell the
ex-
truth. That's all. That's
I
all
mean, it's
wrong, and you
happened
know
to
it.
me. I'm just gonna
I,
be real with you.
okay, but you're doing the rational side of it. When it
No.
happens, you're not rational.
No, I
What
was
we
rational. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a rational person. I don't go
Okay,
crazy. I
but
don't go off.
that you are
For
a
what?
rare breed, because that's when
I
cars
am.
get keyed and
I don't do
he's
that
trying to set
because
something on fire and she throwing his clothes out the
no, I don't
window
have
and
time for that.
everything.
I don't want to get
Police
locked up
gotta get
for
called.
vandalism. No,
Yeah,
I don't have
you
that kind of
you
time.
you who riding with your girls over there to the other girl house to
Oh,
fight?
that's
No,
you,
sir.
Erica.
I ain't got time for that.
Well,
Like,
that actually
See, that's
did happen to me. So Jalan's right. You will get arrested, and I did.
absolutely.
oh
And
wait, what?
Ooh, there's a
Wait,
first. She
what?
admitted she got a
yes,
felony, y'all. She got arrested. There's a felony.
she told me the story, and I'm like, Erica, you?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh
What?
my gosh, you were probably planting flowers and, like painting
Oh,
rainbows on the
chocolate
wall.
white bread got arrested.
He said- I could not believe that. But I'm like,
Did you
when
hear
she
what
told
he
me
just
the story, listen, when she told me the story, I was like, well, I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah, Nicole came out 10 years ago, and it
Yep.
wasn't cute.
Oh, that's Nicole.
Oh,
Yeah,
Ooh, shit. And she mentioned
East
Nicole in public.
Oakland,
yes.
East Oakland, Nicole. Soda. East Oakland,
Erica was
Nicole.
like, I'm gonna sit down for this one.
Mhm.
Not cute.
We're gonna sit
Nicole
this one
came
out.
out. Right.
So, is it considered cheating if it's only emotionally?
Yes.
Hmm.
Most women would say yes. Most men would say no.
Hi, how are you?
Yep. That's
We
it.
can like that.
Yeah, that's it.
That's cheating.
That's it.
Absolutely. I love that demonstration because I'm
That's
like, who are you
it.
talking
That was
to?
amazing. That was
I
amazing.
was about to say,
I see you
who's
pull out
calling
the
you
acting
right now?
skills. Pull out the
Right.
acting skills. We see you.
It is
We
it,
see you.
it is
And sing.
cheating.
And
It
see,
is, because
it is cheating.
that's part of the part that
Yeah.
I get from my partner is what I should be getting, not that
Right.
type of, you giving it to them and me, and no, that is chocolate. Thank you,
Yes,
man.
I said it. I
That's what he
said
said,
it,
bro.
and I'll
You
say
heard
it
it right.
again.
Oh my
You heard it right.
goodness.
You heard it
But
correctly,
you're
bro.
right. I agree. Emotionally is cheating because your
Yep.
mind is somewhere else. Your mind is on someone else
It's
and
with
Yeah.
someone else.
with
Yeah.
someone else.
And
Absolutely.
because I promised all of our
Oh,
listeners and the getting to know me, I have definitely been one to have emotional affairs, plural, because I was with someone who ultimately did not listen to my requests and didn't want to put that foot forward. So I found myself talking to people, and before I knew it, I was really like intertwined with this
caught up.
person. Yeah,
Mhm.
communicating, never touching, never seeing them physically, but having these conversations. And then this was all before texting. What's the score, Ben?
Damn, she busted you. Dang,
Busted.
dude.
Bruh, straight up, didn't it?
Yes.
Didn't it? I could have been
Busted you.
looking off. I could have been looking off intently, thinking about the words. You know what I'm saying?
No,
I could have
Look,
we know what you're doing.
man up. Say, I'm reading the Playboy right now. Just man up. Say, I'm reading Playboy. I'm reading Playboy.
Wow, that's cheating.
That's cheating. You're
Cheating.
cheating
Oh,
on the
that's
purple
cheating. No,
mic
that
right
ain't
now.
that
Yeah.
that ain't cheating. That ain't
Really?
cheating.
That's
You don't
cheating.
have your
Y'all
undivided
could,
attention.
yeah.
Well, what, looking at
You gotta
looking at
understand. We
porn
talking
is
to
not
women
cheating.
that can
No,
you can see. Yeah, I was about to say you talking to women that consider porn
no,
cheating.
no, that's not cheating. Well, let's and before we get to that, because I know we're
Let's
gonna go
not
there.
go there.
I want to
Let's
back
not
up.
go
I want to
there.
go. I want to back up to something. I want to back
Not
up to
tonight.
something about
We're not going
Yeah,
to
not
tonight.
the
tonight.
psychological aspect.
Done that.
The
Yeah,
psychological aspect, right?
you're
So
right.
well, this is something I consider when you ask the question of like the psychological ramifications of cheating, right? And this is this example might not be like dead on because of the situation between these two, but I think about this. It can distort your self image, and I think about
Mhm.
that with Little Kim and Biggie, right?
Okay.
Remember when Lil Kim was dating Biggie at first and everything like that, and I want to say they were dating, and then he cheated on her with Faith Evans,
Right.
And so if you notice now, like all the plastic surgery and everything that she's gotten, it's to make herself, it seems like it make herself look more like Faith Evans, light skin with all those different, all her different features and stuff like that. So I think that cheating can, distort your self image to the point where you try to, like project yourself or try to create another image that is more desirable to, whomever the person is that you desire.
Absolutely.
So,
I agree.
yeah.
Totally.
I've done that too.
That's part
I
of
haven't
it.
had any work done, but like on my face like that. But yeah, I mean, just you start thinking about what you could do to be better. And it's like,
Absolutely.
what if the way God made you is enough? What if that is what's best? And then you start again projecting. Like me, I told Ben just last week, I hate my thighs, but I've been in a relationship where that was implanted in my head. Like I had
Be
issues.
proud of your thighs,
And
girl.
like I told her, and
Be
like I
proud of
told
them
her,
thighs.
Yeah.
yeah, like I told her, like brothers we want that jiggle. You know what I'm saying? We
Be
want
proud
that
of them
thickness. Especially
thighs.
brothers like
That's
the
why
thickness.
brothers drive Cadillacs. Can't get
Yeah,
all them
man.
thighs in the Volkswagen.
You know what? Yeah.
We like them thighs, man.
Tony, sometimes I wonder how I found you and why God gave you.
Do not question the Lord's work.
The light of your life. He said, "Don't question the Lord's work."
Will.
Oh
the Lord's
my
will.
goodness.
What's the difference in cheating and having an affair, Jelon?
I don't think there's
Placement
a difference.
of the penis.
Semantics.
What?
Semantics.
You know what?
No difference.
I mean, I think it's all in the same because whether it's physical or emotional, you're still cheating. An affair is kind of like, I guess, a
It's
more
more grown
proper
folk.
way of saying it, like
Yes.
a
Hmm.
It's
grown
more grown
way
folk
of
would say it.
saying cheating
Mhm.
versus, saying just, oh, she's cheating or he's cheating. Oh, they had an affair. It just sounds more,
Right.
bourgeois.
Yeah,
Right.
like we're
But
watching
it's the
Downton
same thing.
Abbey.
Right. It's the same thing. Cheating, having an affair, stepping out on,
All of that.
all of it. The
All
same.
right, 10 signs of a cheater. Number 1, sudden withdrawal and lack of communication. 2, mood swings. Highs, lows. Why are you so triggered? Number 3, overcompensation. 4, airplane mode.
And you're not on the airplane, right?
Right. Fear of passwords. Been there.
Hmm.
6, defensiveness bordering aggression. 7, change in behavior. 8, pushes you over the edge. And 9, people are talking about you guys.
Mm-hmm.
10, instinct.
Yeah. Rumor in the streets, a lot of times people don't realize that eyes and ears are everywhere and people will see things and report back.
Yes.
It's happened many times.
My
I've
people
seen it.
seen you. They seen you.
They've seen you.
Or
They've
you have
taken
those
pictures
people
and everything.
talk about you behind your back.
That too.
And they don't want to let you know, but they enjoy the drama in seeing you because
Absolutely.
they're haters,
We refer to it as Bonita Boutrell syndrome.
What?
To what?
Y'all don't remember Bonita Boutrell, the lady who used to sit in the window on In Living Color and talk about everybody?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You didn't hear that from
I ain't
me.
want to gossip. I ain't want to gossip.
That's it. Yes, Bonita. I forgot her name. Yep, her.
Oh
With the rollers in her hair.
Yeah. Kim
Bonita Boutrell.
Kim Waynes. Yeah.
Right.
She was one of my favorite characters.
Oh,
too. She was
absolutely.
so hilarious.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. But you didn't hear that from me.
How long does it take to heal from being cheated on?
I think that's the individual.
Yeah, that's an individual thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard.
I think for me, you can, man, some people you can move past quickly because you kind of knew it wasn't going anywhere. Maybe if you saw the red flags and you accepted the flags going into it, maybe you could get over them quickly.
Right.
But the ones who it came out of nowhere, blindsided, like this was my ride or die, this was my soulmate,
Mhm.
that type of person is going to be a while.
Yeah, I know for dudes, like if you kind of already know she from the streets, it's like, all right, it is what it is. But it be the ones that really hurt is the ones that's like that good girl that you was like, man, she's a
Yeah.
good girl. I thought, whatever like that. And when she do it, that was the one that stick with you because you like,
Mhm.
man, you look at every woman like, yeah,
Yeah,
she
that
probably just
happened to
like,
me.
she just like, oh girl, yeah. So
Right.
Happened to me. I was
I think it's
damaged after that.
I think it's
Really?
harder for dudes too. I think it's harder
Mhm.
for us to like recover from that than y'all.
Why is that?
I
Ego?
think because y'all are emotionally stronger, and I think for
Mhm.
men at least, I think number one is y'all emotionally stronger, and two, typically when a woman can at least, if a man cheats, she can at least rest on the fact that, okay, well, he's a man, and most men can be dogs. We're naturally polygamous, all the kind of stuff like that, right? You kind of rest on those kind of concepts and principles. But for a man, it's like, okay, y'all are naturally, hypergamous, right? Y'all are naturally monogamous. You know what I'm saying? Not all of y'all, but y'all have an affinity towards that.
Right.
And so when that happens with us, it's like, damn, it must really be me. Y'all can at least say it wasn't me. It's just he just a dog. But a lot of
Mhm.
times we can like be like, damn, it's me. You know what I'm saying? It must be me because women typically don't do that. Now you got a lot of women that are moving like dudes these days. Don't get me wrong, but typically,
Mhm.
Lots.
that
For the
that kind of
right, the typical
Lots.
situation. I think a lot of women are kind of forced into doing that now because they're just tired of getting played. It's like, well, shoot, can't beat them, join them, in a sense.
Right.
And it's very
yeah,
sad to
fact more.
see that, that shift in power where women want to be led and taken care of and coddled and nurtured in that aspect. And it's like, well, dang, I got to be hard as him and go harder too, you know?
Yeah. How many of you would leave once you're cheated on? Do you feel like there's room for repair, or are you just like prone to just saying that's it?
For me,
I'm out.
Tony.
like, yeah,
I'm out.
yeah, definitely.
Now
And
the
Yeah.
even
crazy
for me,
part
like,
about that is I've heard the exact opposite from white people. I've heard the exact opposite answer from white
From who?
women. From white women, I've heard the
Oh.
exact opposite answer. They'll stay because they weigh out all their options,
What
and
what
a
do you
lot
What
of
are
them
the
end up
options?
staying. They look at how long the relationship is, how long they've been in a relationship, what's been done before up until the cheating point. They weigh out what the future could potentially hold. Is this a minor transgression? They weigh all that shit out. A lot of them end up staying. Some of them stay even though they know he's going to continue to do what he's doing because the benefits outweigh what he's doing. I've heard that story from a
I don't
bunch of
think
white
that's
women.
just white people.
I
I
don't
think
think so
that's
either.
yeah, I think that's
Hey, as very few sisters I have seen stick around for that game.
There's
no, I mean, oh my
many
God.
that I know.
Mention hypergamy. Like there are a lot of people who like look at the benefits of staying. I mean, like,
Hmm.
why do you think Desperate Housewives and shows like that exist? Like they'll fuck the Pullman and husband comes home and they do their obligations and he goes back to doing whatever it is he does. I mean, you have situations like that, as toxic as that is, it exists. So I don't think that's just white people. I mean, that's Spanish, African American, Asian. I mean, I have a best friend who's Filipino, and he like literally told me like most Filipino women love to be with white men because of status,
Hmm.
what they can do for them. But I know myself very well. I will leave a trail of smoke on your ass. Go.
With a rock.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
think
mean,
I think so too.
yeah. No,
It's gonna burn all your shit up.
I'm Bernadette.
And I think
I'm
Bernadette.
Bernadette. I am Bernadette.
Burn that
Bernadette,
debt. Burn.
Bernadette.
That debt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then were you
Mercy.
saying?
I was gonna say for me, like definitely the cheating, but for me, I've noticed that any kind of major trust transgression can also have similar effects. You know what I'm saying? Like it might not necessarily be that you cheated, but for me, if you have become a compulsive liar, like if I find that you lying about stuff a lot, like for me, that can be really detrimental because at that point, I can't trust your loyalty. You know what I'm saying? You might be loyal, you might actually in actuality be loyal, but if you can't be honest about stuff, I can't even trust your loyalty. And I think those things are intimately intertwined. Honesty, loyalty, and trust.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. It's
Does
the
the
fabric
pain
of the relationship.
of being cheated on, does it ever go away?
No, I still remember.
I feel
It,
like
it
you
hurts.
do.
It
We're
hurts
long
less.
gone.
Yeah, it hurts less and less as time goes on. So
Facts. But it's
that
still,
big bag you started out with ends up being something small that you can carry between two, man. But you never get rid of it.
Yeah.
It's like it's
yeah.
it's a life lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for me,
Okay.
I still remember the first girl that cheated on me. It was in middle school. You know what I'm saying? I still think about that sometimes. It don't hurt, it don't sting like it
A
did
man's
then, but
holding a grudge.
still
A man's holding a grudge.
I still remember to this day, I
That,
would
that,
call
look,
out, but I
that
don't
and
know.
that right there, that's a testament to how deep a man emotionally, when he's hurt, how he feels. He'll remember it forever.
Yeah, that's the first girl I ever told that I love you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So
Wow.
yeah,
that would definitely hurt.
yeah.
Especially you put
Still
your
to
heart
this
out
day.
there, and then she just took it and stomped it and shredded it, turned it into confetti, and
Yep. And then
Javon,
when
how would you say, as a woman, how did you get past being cheated on? Because I remember that time. It was a very dark place. I remember your spirit was broken. Like you were broken.
How many bottles of wine you went through?
For somebody that's watching right now who's been through heartbreak like that, I mean, like you literally love someone so much and they do something like this to you. How do you get through it? How did you get past it?
Case of wine.
no, a lot of prayer and support, like and a lot of building back up of myself when I totally, stripped everything down in my mind of who I am and what I stood for and the type of woman that I am. I knew that deep down inside I didn't deserve that. I didn't do anything to deserve that. It wasn't my fault. And I took the blame off of myself and put it where it belonged, on the person who perpetrated, who did something to me.
Mm-hmm.
So over time, it's like I know my character and I know the type of person that I am. So I was able to kind of pull myself up out of that because I'm not going to let that something that I didn't deserve or something that I didn't do hold me down in that dark place.
Right, right.
I put it in its proper place and with who it belonged to. So
Do you think the longer you stay with someone, the harder it is to get over it? Especially if you have children and you have finances?
I think so
Like,
we
because
what
said
if
you
you
said
it's a
the
can't
constant
leave?
reminder.
Yeah, and what if you can't leave because of those circumstances and you have to keep getting trampled over? Like because you
yeah, I
didn't have
mean
your
that
family around?
well see the thing is like with healing is I mean, emotional healing is no different than physical healing. The first thing you have to do is remove the trauma. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't keep, your arm's going to heal only when you stop cutting it. You can't keep cutting your arm
Right.
and expect it to heal. Same thing with, emotional trauma as well. Like
Yeah,
you can't be in a situation where that thing the trauma is still occurring.
right.
And so and then it takes time. Like some people that heal quicker, more have a, quicker healing factor than others, you know what I mean? And so I think it's individually based, but like we talked about before, I think in another episode, it takes you to, number one, remove the trauma, and two, do the work for the healing. You know what I'm saying? You have to put the ointment on just like you do, treat the wounds just like you do in real life. I mean, just like with physical trauma. Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Vodka works the same way. You know that, right?
What? Vodka?
Vodka
I don't
works the
even I
same
don't
way.
like vodka, so that
You,
would
you, you could
never
put,
I
you could
like
pour
work
vodka.
vodka
for
on a,
me.
you can pour vodka on a wound, on a
And
physical
it
wound, and
burns.
it'll
It's
sterilize it.
alcohol.
It'll
It
burn it, and
burns.
it'll
Yes.
sterilize it, and then you can drink a little
Yes.
vodka for that
And
emotional
drink it
healing.
too.
It'll burn.
Like
You
in
know what
the
I'm saying? And
movies, like the war movies when
Sterilize
they're
the inside.
sterilize
yeah.
it, hair sterilize it, yeah,
The
sterilize it.
inside.
Like
Mm-hmm.
it's the war
Yeah,
movies.
works.
Can a
Yeah,
relationship go back to normal after cheating?
Mm, that's a hard one. You
yeah.
would
Some people
really
can say,
have to
some people
do a
say yes.
lot of forgiving and I don't know. Because how can you trust that person again? That's the question.
Facts.
Once trust is broken, I put it like this. It's like a glass that you break, and no matter if you get all the pieces together, there's always gonna be that one speck of glass, that speck of dust that's missing, and it's never gonna fully be whole.
Right.
And as much as you put all those things, it's really never going to be the same.
Yeah.
That's a
It's like
hard
a it's
one.
like a vase. It's like a vase that that you break and you try to put it back together. You can put it back together, but you're gonna see all them cracks.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna
That's
hold water the same way. You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
It's still, you can put water in it and it might be a slow leak, but it's the leak
Right.
nonetheless. You know
Leak
what I mean?
nonetheless. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the answer is no, Tony.
I think
Yes, for
I got the
500.
impression that was his sentiment
For
on that.
no for 500.
Even
Yeah,
if
no
you
for
try
500.
to make your relationship work, I think the person who is cheated on, they're gonna always have that eyebrow up. Always.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what
They'll
causes the
never
insecurities.
trust you. Yeah, they'll never trust you 100%. They will always look at you when you're looking at your phone. They will
Mm-hmm.
always wonder
Yup. Give me
about
one of these.
Mm-hmm.
all that. They'll always wonder if you are where you say you are. That's
Yes.
single location.
Mm-hmm.
So without being a simp or a stalker, like I want your location status on at all times, you know, they kind of feel like, is it really worth it? Because inevitably you have to trust, but it's like, where do you get the trust from?
Right.
Yeah.
Walmart
So
clearance aisle.
Oh my gosh.
What's it?
Walmart.
You ask where you get it from. I'm
The
telling you,
trust
Walmart clearance aisle.
trust does not exist in Walmart.
All right,
how does
Target. Damn
someone
it,
get over
Target.
trust issues after being
RJ,
cheated on?
I'm sorry. Could you repeat the question?
How does one get over trust issues after being cheated on?
One
Uh,
relationship at a time. You never
I
really get
agree. I
over
mean,
those trust
you
issues.
not with that person.
Oh, definitely not with that person, but it's hard for you to wipe the slate clean and go into another relationship and not carry that emotional baggage. It's
Mhm.
hard.
Mhm.
So you carry that into your next relationship, but you might not project it as loudly, but you're paying attention to see if you see those same signs. So you don't
Right.
really get rid of it.
Facts. And I think too, like, for at least for me, I become a lot more observant in my next relationship, and I take more time and be a lot more observant. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say I test the person, my woman, the next woman, but
Mhm.
I am very um conscious of how she deals with certain situations, how she moves and things of that nature.
Right.
So, I want to make sure that I give myself enough time to observe behaviors so that I can have a really good assessment of who they are and their character. That way I don't, run into some of the same things I might have run into in the last relationship.
But
But
do you
Erica will test you. She will test you.
sure
Was that
will?
a snap?
She gonna test you.
Yeah, that's a backward snap. Okay.
Mhm.
But okay, so it's interesting because you can bring those toxic traits into your next relationship, making the next person pay for
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yes.
You absolutely can.
That's why it's so hard
That's
to just
cool.
rid yourself of that situation mentally, because there's a lot of work to be done to get trust back, even
Right.
with yourself, because now you're thinking, I mistrusted myself when I trusted you, and look at what you did to me. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's a lot of levels and tears, to this
Hilarious.
thing.
Hilarious.
Levels and
Okay,
tears
levels
to
and
this
tears
thing.
come through.
I'm telling
Okay,
you.
levels and tears.
So it's work to be done. A lot of work to be done.
It is very hard to, I think, really go from the 90s, an era where we had pagers and word up magazines, and we just had a different form of art, communication, everything.
Mhm.
And now we live in this digital age where we are so hyper stimulated, and it makes us want to gravitate immediately to our likings because we can just scroll and go to whatever we like and follow whatever we want. And
Booties.
projections that we can place on our partners, the way that it can manipulate our relationships, indirectly, it's terrible. And of
Mhm.
course,
Yeah.
it's, what did he say? Okay, I'm gonna ignore
I'm
you.
not. Just keep
I
going.
didn't say
Don't
anything,
even
but
worry
I
about
was
what he
getting,
said. I heard it, but
I
I
was
was
getting
gonna ignore
ready
you.
to. I was getting ready to say something, and I was like, "No, shut up, shut up."
What did you say?
I
I'm
didn't
ignoring
actually
it.
say anything. I was about to say, I was like, "Yes, I follow Erica's thighs on Twitter."
Hashtag
Ignoring it.
thickums.
Oh my god.
I hate my thighs. They do
You
need to.
shouldn't. We love them.
Yes, we love them.
Shout out
When-
to Lashana watching. Hey, Lashana,
Hey,
girl,
girl.
we can't wait for you to come
So
back.
Sean.
Hey, girl.
Oh, here he go.
So, that was
That's what
especially
he been
for
waiting
you,
on.
Tony.
That's what he been waiting on right there.
Being cheated on, how to cope with being cheated on. One, remember you are not to blame. Two,
Yes, you are.
oh
No,
my
you're not.
God.
Yes, you are.
Things are going to suck for a while. Put yourself first. Try to
Put
keep your
that woman.
cool. Don't make decisions out of fear. Surround yourself with your squad. Benjamin,
Oh, that's even
I'm going to
worse.
break for
That's
a
even
moment.
worse. That's even
No,
worse.
I'm going to
What?
break for a moment because when Ben came to Purple Mike, he was going through a lot, and I really highlight and pinpoint from all of our viewers and people who are watching this, whether you're going through heartbreak or not. Ben, you commented on the fact that this family made you feel whole again. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah. So my last relationship, it wasn't like a cheating situation or anything like that, but it was a divorce. It was a divorce, and so it was tough. It was really tough because she was a woman that I loved her more than any other woman I had ever loved before in my life, and I did a lot for her. I went through a lot in relationship, and so coming out of it, it was really traumatic, and it was tough. And so the Purple Mic, us being able to come together like this as a collective and talk through our issues. I know I told her that. I was like, look at her looking all 20 years younger. But yeah, so coming out of that, it was tough. And so with us coming together, being able to talk through these things, and just the camaraderie, Erica and I, reestablishing our our friendship and everything like that, meeting JoJo, meeting all the whole crew, Lashana coming, us reestablishing our friendship and everything like that. So it was just like, and then meeting all the fellas, from Tony to Chef to Clay and everybody else that's been a part of this. It's been a good thing. It's just, like I said, that squad mentality, that squad love, what I'm saying? Like us coming together, being able to have all these conversations, our trips and everything like that. It's been really a healing experience. I mean, I literally have gained 15 pounds, what I'm saying, in this last year, what I'm saying, without the stress. It's going all to the,
Come on.
what I'm saying, going to the,
Happy.
going to the, what I'm saying. So I put on a little, what I'm saying, put on a little muscle and everything. So it's just been a really healing experience, healthy experience for me, and I'm really thankful for it. Yep.
Absolutely. So yeah, stay close to your people who love you, people who embrace you. Even for myself, I was in a negligent, awful relationship, and when I got with my peers, they reminded me of who I am as a person, but more importantly, internally, what I possess. And
Right.
in being in this circle, I cannot forsake you guys. You guys are always authentic. I love that first and foremost, but you guys are supportive and you guys love yourselves, which in turn makes me love myself even more. So that's very important. Last, take a mini break from socials. Sometimes social media can be a huge strain. And lastly, ask for professional help if you need it. Don't be ashamed to get therapy. It's very, very, very helpful. All right. So any other comments tonight, Tony? Do you have a slick comment to throw in?
Facts, Shauna.
I just want to know if we're a family. Are we the
Absolutely.
Adams family?
No.
Can I be Uncle Fester?
Oh my goodness.
I want to be Uncle Fester.
I'll be Gomez.
want to thank our viewers at home for watching Purple Mic tonight. We appreciate you guys so much. If you have not already, please head on over to Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. You can follow us there at the Purple Mic. We also have a Spring Cash giveaway coming up Friday. You'll want to stay tuned for that. That's a Spring Cash giveaway. So check that out on Friday. You guys are so totally in store for like so many surprises. We have season 4 coming. I am so excited. So many surprises. And next week, we are going to have you guys come on a nice long venture with us. So stay tuned for that. We want to thank Benjamin, Jalon, and Tony. Thank you so much, guys, for your time. You at home for watching. You're watching the Purple Mic. Good night.
Night night.
Go holla.